All right. Let's get this moving. All right. That's good enough. Camera looks different today. It's weird. It's much wider angle. Ugh. I have to adjust it every time. It's weird because when I do the Zoom meetings with Stu, the camera picks up a lot less than for these. So, all right, who the hell's playing tonight? That's right, not the Panthers. This is not the Florida Panthers pregame. Not the Florida Panthers. That's all I got. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. So I've got my cards next to me. We're gonna give away some cards today. All right. Gonna give away some cards today, some Florida Panthers cards. It's gonna be a pretty easy question, and we'll do that a little bit later on. So I'm just gonna put together a stack here. Yeah, that's good. All right. Who's that? All right, we'll find some more. I want to give away a bunch. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Go Bolts, but you still follow us, guys. Yeah, well, hey, look, you nailed it, buddy. Because like 25% of the channel subscribers and Patreon supporters and everything, because a lot of people are Lightning fans for this channel. I'm doing this series from a pro Lightning POV. So, I won't be, and plus Stu is hoping the Rangers will win. So we're going to have a little bit of fun rooting for other teams. Give us a little bit something different to do. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Anthony, how you doing, guys? Good to see you. Andrew, see, I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, man, I for me, like, part of the reason why I want Tampa Bay to win is because at least that way we can say we got swept by the 3-time champs. I don't know if that'll take any of the sting out of it, but I'll tell myself that anyway. Tampa is just on a different planet. Tim, always next year. That's true. Obviously we've got time. The Panthers have time. I wish we would have had a better showing. You know what I mean? Last year, taking them to 6 games and giving them a hard time, giving Tampa a hard time. This year, not good. Not good. So, all right. So let's see. Hey, Richie, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So, I'm curious. Does anybody think the Rangers can win this series? And if so, how? Sell me the ticket of, give me a reason why I should take, I'm not going to do this, but somebody give me a reason why it would be a good idea to take $100 and put it on the Rangers. I'm still waiting to be convinced by somebody, right? Otherwise, just take all your money and put it on the over with the Oilers and Avalanche, man. Richie, you can't. Right. The only thing, and I'm not wishing anything bad. The only way the Rangers, to me, have a significant chance, obviously they got to win tonight. You can't start. Tim, you took the words out of my mouth. That's actually what I was going to say, because the Rangers obviously had they faced Louis Domingue for 4 or 5 games. And then they obviously didn't face Carolina's starter. So that's actually, you took it right out of my mouth, man. I don't want that to happen, though. I wouldn't enjoy that. Even if it had been Panthers, I don't like to win a series. 1 game in the middle of the regular season, fine. But I don't like to win a series because the team's best player was out. That's so. I hope that doesn't happen. See, Anthony. Let's see. Who do I think Florida should replace? What? Okay, I'm going to try to read this again. Who do you think Florida replaces Claude Giroux with? You're looking at Malkin, maybe because you don't honestly think Lundell is ready to be on the second line center behind Barkov. Well, he won't need to be because we got Bennett. To be honest with you, Anthony, we've got to start giving some of these kids, Heponiemi, Danisenko, some of these kids got to start getting a chance because we got cap problems. We have big cap problems. And, I'm sure people are hearing the Bobrovsky trade rumors. If and when that goes down, whether it's this year, next year, the year after that, that's going to give us even further cap problems. So we've got to start bringing up some of our younger players and having them contribute. I've said this before. That's why the Panthers continued to give Owen Tippett so many chances, because they know they need some kids to step up. So to be honest, if he doesn't re-sign, I don't think we like go out and get somebody specifically to fill that spot. Let's see. Andrew says, you mean sure they can win, but the question is how do I worry about tonight because of the amount of rest we had? We're going to know early on, Andrew. If Tampa Bay comes out a little bit rusty, the Rangers can get game one. If Tampa Bay comes out and that rest did them good because they're healthy, it's not good sign for the Rangers. So I want a good 7-game series. It's good for the channel. It's fun hockey. That's the only thing now with the Panthers out is watching the other games is fun for me, doing the recaps and the reviews and stuff, because I'm not agitated and aggravated when teams lose. So see, Patrick says, here's how. The Rangers are going to out-physical them, and with Cooch playing poorly and point out, the firepower will peter out for Tampa Bay. We'll see. That's probably the only way, Patrick, to be honest with you. I agree with you. If they're going to do it, that's how they have to do it. One Bad Steve, how you doing? Fine, Poopy. You're finishing work. You'll be back soon. All right, buddy. No problem. I appreciate that. So let's see. Cusco Ray. You don't know what question they asked Vasky, but his response for the question was, game on. Not sure if he was referring to Igor or not, but if that's his mindset, that's scary for the Rangers, right? Poopy Pants Steve. I like that, Richie. Hey, Gators. How you doing? Yeah, it feels weird. It feels weird for me to be rooting against Gerard Gallant. And I'm not going to be disappointed and upset if the Rangers win this series. But I'm going to do the stuff, do the videos, mainly the recaps from a POV of go Tampa, go Lightning, just simply as a thank you to all the supporters, because I've had a lot of Lightning fans stick with me all over these years, and they don't have to do that. I'm not doing videos for their team. So I figured this is a way to say thanks. Let's see. Andrew, you thought the question they asked Goudreau was dumb. Like, did anyone expect him to not have his goal? Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. Let's see. Anthony says, you noticed this recently. Why is it that for the struggles with the developmental system to constantly develop NHL starters on the second and first line? It's a really good question. A lot of the guys that are in that position are Dale Talon draft pick leftovers, right? So, Talon hit some good picks in the early, when he'd have a top 5 pick, he made some good picks. But really, Mackenzie Weegar, and to some extent, Vincent Trocheck were really the only guys that were non-first rounders that we were able to develop. And so, we've not had a good history of picking up guys that contribute in the second, third, fourth round. We have so many misses. So, and, our minor league system has not been great. It's getting better. And some of those guys, Heponiemi and Diasenko, some of those guys would make other teams. You know what I mean? So, Jeremy says 5-3 Rangers. All right, we'll see. If the Rangers get 5 on Vasilevsky, I'll be shocked. They might get, if we didn't even get 5 goals the whole season, right? Anthony says, so I think the Panthers are going to look out for a head coaching position because you don't think they're going to bring back Brunette. The longer it goes on, the more I think that they're not going to bring back Brunette. I've been saying that. I think if they knew he was their guy, they'd already said something. That said, what I talked about with Stu yesterday is the possibility that they may be making some phone calls and knocking on doors to see, Trotz, hey, are you interested? Not that I want Tortorella, but maybe they're whoever they'd be interested in. It wouldn't surprise me if they're asking first before they blow Brunette out and then go look for a guy. So whatever's going on has got to be wrapped up here soon. Even if it's just telling us what's going to happen. We should know something here soon. All right, let's see. I'm going to, where's my stack of cards? Because I'm going to do some giveaways on the cards here tonight. So what do I got? I got 1, 2. All right, I got 3 cards. We're going to give away 3 cards tonight to winner, to whoever wins three times. So we've got Roberto Luongo. That's the first card. Who's this? This is Barkov with the nice clear one. Okay. And then the third card is Mackenzie Weegar. Okay. So we're gonna have one question, and the first 3 to get it right will each get a card. And if only one person gets it right, I'll give them all 3. So we'll go with that. We'll see how that goes. All right. Andrew, how much fatigue do you think will go into it tonight? From right. I understand the question. We'll know early. I have a feeling we're not going to see that much of an effect on the Lightning, with the exception of, and I talked about this with Stu. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to try to play the same style against the Rangers that they played against that they played against the Panthers. I think they knew with the Panthers, I think they knew that if they played the run and gun style, that we had an advantage there. So they shut everything down. I believe Tampa's going to figure they could play run and gun, and that gives them an advantage over the Rangers, where if they try to outmuscle and play a tough game against the Rangers might actually have a little bit of an advantage there. So I think I honestly believe Tampa's going to try to open things up and win that way, and trust Vasilevsky to keep it at like 2 or 3 goals a game. That's just what my gut feeling is. Andrew, let's see. Well, Jeremy says Trotz can do whatever the hell he wants to our system. It's clear that you can't outcoach a team in the playoffs. Agreed. Andrew says, who's going to be the Panthers coach if it's not Trotz or Brunette? Tortorella. Who else is out there? I know Peter DeBoer's out there, but I don't think he's the right guy for the job. It's not a long list. And Trotz can go wherever he wants. So to be honest, I think that if they contact Trotz and he says he's not interested, that actually might save Brunette's job, because it's a short list of guys out there. Let's see. Jetter says you think the Panthers should wait for the playoffs to end before searching for a coach. Might be more candidates available soon. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's one way. Like I said, I think Trotz would have to be the first guy on your list, right? And if he's looking, if other teams are contacting him, you'd have to move. You'd have to move quickly. So, but past Trotz, yeah, I agree with you that I think when I say it needs to be wrapped up, you at least need to say we're keeping Brunette or we're going to move on and start looking, I would think, within a week. But what the hell do I know? Andrew, yeah, Point did not. Oh, he did practice, but he probably won't. All right. So he'll be back soon. Look, Corey Perry's been good. He's been good. Tampa Bay is just so loaded. They can just move guys around and get the same results. And I'm envious, man. Let's see. Anthony says the problem with Tortorella is I don't think some of our players can handle that dictator type of mentality as head coach. Right. Because throughout the season, that type of coaching style, where's dinner and players and might lose the locker room. Right. Yeah, look, that's the one thing that Stu and I agreed about in terms of with Tortorella. He's a good coach for the right group of guys. I don't think this is it. I 100% agree with you. I think he'd be a bit too much. Trotz, however, would be the perfect coach for this team. And to be honest with you, if you gave me the choice between Q and Trotz, I would take Trotz right now. Because I think we've seen what Q's system is going to get to us in the postseason. I like Trotz. He's a good coach. So let's see. Alexander wants to know, who would I rather have, Giroux or Lane? Well, I'd have to see Lane play with us for 20 games. I wasn't overly impressed. I mean, Drew did well during the regular season. There's a chemistry thing there with Drew. Him and Barkov clearly don't have chemistry. And like Bennett and Huberdeau, as soon as Bennett got here, boom, you could see it instantly that they had chemistry. So with Drew, the issue with him is that you're going to pay him some high money. If he doesn't have chemistry with Barkov, then you're going to move him down, right? So I don't know. And Lane, you'd have to see it. It's all about chemistry with these guys. They're all talented. They all are special in one way or another. And, we thought, right? We thought, oh, we got Claude Giroux. It's going to be amazing. And then no matter how many times you put it out there with Barkov, they're just passing. He's too much of a pass first player, right? Give me somebody who's going to shoot first. That's what the Panthers were hoping Owen Tippett was supposed to be. He's supposed to be a sniper. He may develop, but it just didn't work out. Anthony, yeah, Claude Julien. That's one of the other names that I forgot to mention. Obviously, good coach, has the experience and everything like that. With Julien, I think you start getting into how much better than a brunette, right? So I wouldn't be upset if that was the move. I would totally be behind it. So let's see. Jeff, how you doing, buddy? One good coach can change this Panthers team for next year, right? Because we have the players. The players just need to be given an attitude adjustment and a little bit of a refocusing on the defensive end of the game when you have to. You have to be able to play this style. If you want to get out of the Eastern Conference, you're not going to do it like the Oilers and Avalanche, outscoring teams. Now, if we were in the Western Conference with this style, we'd be in the freaking Stanley Cup Finals every year. But we're in the East, and you guys know basketball. It's the same thing in basketball, especially when I was growing up. The East was all rough and tough, and the West is run and gun. It's very, very similar in hockey. Gators, how would I feel about trading Reinhart to clear up some cap space? No. Number one, we just gave up a pick for him, right? We gave up a 1 for him, right? No. If you were going to trade any offensive guy, I would trade Anthony Duclair. And I know somebody might slap me upside the head for that, but if let's say we had to pick a guy, who's a top 6, top 9 guy to trade, that would be my guy. Because of his performance in the playoffs. Reinhart does too much. Reinhart plays the style. We need more guys to play like Reinhart. So, no. Let's see. John Carlo, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jeremy, you're saying Point lost his edge at practice and hit the boards? Oh, geez. Wow, man. Richie, you're saying Brunette? Yeah, Brunette kept putting Drew with Barkov. Exactly, man. So Ronnie George, that's a new name to the channel. I appreciate that. This game is going to look like the opposite of what last night looked like. You think Tampa wins 3-1. Look, if this is going to be the Rangers' best shot to win this series is game 1. You have to come out hard and fast. Tampa's going to be rusty a little bit, even if it's the first 5 or 10 minutes. And New York has been playing, so they're sharp. They have to win game 1. If I know New York has come back in the other 2 series, but I think if Tampa could come out there and win this game, the mountain is going to turn into Mount Everest for the Rangers. Hey, Michael, how you doing, bud? Let's see. Anthony's saying that's why we should get Malkin, because you think it would create a lot of chemistry with him because Malkin is a shooter instead of a passer. It's not a bad – I certainly wouldn't be against it, right? How much money is he going to want? That's number one. And yeah, Malkin with Barkov and Verhaeghe. Okay. I'll buy that. How old is Malkin? 35, 36? I'm just guessing. He might be a little bit younger than that. Richie, what did I say? Don't say what. Hey, Bud Flying Snuffy. How you doing, Bud? Trade Bob for Taves or trade Bob for another big contract with less term? Hey, Riley, how you doing? Bud, the one thing I know, because the Bob trade rumors are out there, the one thing that could kind of sway another team, we have to make a decision on Mackenzie Weegar. And if the decision is we're going to lose him, you might be able to throw in Weegar in a trade involving Bobrovsky to get the other team to take some more of Bob's salary. Because I don't think we're going to trade him and keep 50%. I think if a trade was to happen, we kind of have to cap things at like 30%. You can't have $5 million in dead cap every year for what? 4 more years, however many more years it is. But we know we're going to have to do something. So I wouldn't want Bill Zito's job right now, because any number of moves he makes right now could blow up in our face. So, hey, hello, Moto. Sadar, I'm going to butcher your name, and I apologize, but I think it's Sadar Koyas. I hope I got it close. I think Tampa will struggle to score goals in this series against the Rangers. The Rangers will win special teams, and home ice will happen. Special teams, buddy, is going to have a lot to do with Frank Petrano. Frank Petrano cannot take stupid penalties. If Petrano takes stupid penalties, it's going to put Tampa Bay on those extra power plays. It's not going to end up well. So it can happen, though. It can happen. Richie, you say no Malkin? All right. Well, look, I don't know that we'd be in the market for him anyway, but why not, Richie? Is he? Well, I know what. Yeah, I see. I mean, he's a center, and he's 35. You'd rather trade Weegar on draft day for a pick. I hadn't thought about that, bud. Well, what can we get for him? Do you think we can get a 3? Do you think we can get a 3? I mean, we're not going to get a 1. Let's see. Anthony or Andrew, do I want Weegar gone? It's not so much a matter of want. We're not going to be able to afford him. He's got 1 more year on his contract. We won't be able to afford him. So the idea being, you'd probably want to trade him during the season, because if you keep him, he's going to play. And then that would mean at the deadline trading a guy in your top 4 on defense, which I don't like that idea. So it's up to the Panthers. If they decide that they're going to not be able to afford Weegar, I think they got to move him this offseason. But easily a top 15. Wait a minute. You think we could get, or you mean a 15th round? You can't. Wait, you think we'd get a first for Weegar? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I mean, look, you never know, right? You just never know what other teams value. I'm not somebody who's really good with trade value estimations. That's not my forte. So we'll see. I mean, if we get a first for him, I'd be thrilled to get that back for him. Oh, Alexander Malkin's wife lives in Miami. Gotcha. Let's see. Gator says trade Bobby plus Hubie and sign Forsberg for $7.5 a year. Man, I don't think Huberdeau's going anywhere. And the whole thing with Bobrovsky is that no trade clause. So just like Giroux, he owns he's got all the capital. If you're Bobrovsky right now, the question that he's going to ask is why would I waive my no move clause? I'm living in paradise, playing on a great team. Why? So it's gonna be rough go. It's gonna be a rough go there. Let's see. I saw a comment here that I don't want to miss out on. Jeff says, you were one of the idiots who wanted the President's Trophy. Now that we won it next year, you'll learn not to watch the standings, only watch the action, right? Now, look, nobody was an idiot. It just doesn't matter. If you're good enough, you're going to have to win on the road in the playoffs. It was a nice feather in our cap. We'll raise the banner. Big deal. But all that matters is getting in, and then what happens in the playoffs. That's really it, man. Really is. Bud says we're looking at Weegar. We are looking at Weegar over a 4-game span versus the whole regular season. Lindholm got a first-round prospect, 2 seconds, and a fourth for a couple of games. All right. hey, look, like I said, it's not my. I'm not really good with those predictions, and I thought we gave up too much with Sam Bennett for 2-2s. So, um, if more than one person says we can get a one, then I guess we can get a one, right? Pass the pipe, Richie. Riley, your duck likes my voice, right? But all right, so you might be right, bud, about the undervaluing, right? We'll see. Tack, Drew played really well against the Capitals, and no one did against Tampa. No disagreement there. It's just if we sign Drew, somebody else has got to go, and not just Uyghur. There's just not money. There's just not money to do it, right? Unless somehow that's why we're thinking about trading Bob. And you guys know I've been a huge Spencer Knight fan. I'm not convinced he's 100% ready. His in the net, I believe he's pretty close to ready, but his puck handling skills are atrocious. So not only would we be trading Bob, getting Spencer Knight in as the starter, but we need a damn good backup. So I don't know, man. I think it creates a mess right now because of the Yandel hit too. I kind of really felt like we'd give Bob one more year and then deal with that contract after the Yandel hit's over. All right, so I got to scroll to the bottom. So I missed a few comments there. Yeah, I missed a few. I apologize. I'm going to work from the bottom up. Richie, you say Knight needs more time. Yeah. Bring back Reimer, right? Tim says Uyghur's only worth a second round pick or a third line wing. Upsell Uyghur. Let's see. Anthony, yeah. The President's Trophies winner, they have a tough time. They have a tough time. I don't know what it is. I don't know if something happens to the confidence level of these teams or they get too confident. I don't know. I think we're all still scratching our head at getting swept. You know what I mean? So let's see. Stupid Steel's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Oh, Bob on LTIR. That's funny. That's funny, bud. All right. Oh, yeah. Stupid Seal says at least we didn't get swept in the first round. That would have. I don't know if I would have survived that. All right. Let me get back down to the bottom of the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Uyghur was a 7th round pick, right? So Tack says you just hope Drew has a big ego and take a pay cut to prove himself right for choosing the Panthers. That's an interesting angle. I mean, but even let's just play imaginary La La Land. Even if he took 5, the only way we can pay him 5 is if we trade Uyghur. If we make the decision to let Uyghur go, you can use that money for Giroux if he's going to take 5. I mean, he was making 8 and there's no state taxes. He'd have to take a hell of a cut. So we'll see. Oh, bring back Drieger. That's not a bad idea, bud. That's interesting. Let's see. Stupid Seal says, if you're right, only 4 teams that won the President's Trophy have won the Cup that same year. Also, backup goalie. Do we want Riddick? I don't know, man. But I see Zito's point. Somebody, who was it? I think somebody on Twitter said that Bob's value won't be any higher than it is right now on our watch. That's not a bad point. You know what I mean? He played well. He proved he can still play well. So that's not a bad point that, if we wait another year, if he doesn't do well, then his trade value goes to shit. Let's see. Sherrod for first. We already did that. We already did that one, right? So stupid. Yeah, the Cats are about to hit cap hell. Yeah, it's just it was a dual-edged thing when Talon did that. He signed Bobrovsky. I forget which order it was, but basically within a couple of days he gave Bobrovsky the $10 million and drafted Spencer Knight. So we immediately created this whole problem on our own. and obviously the Yandel thing. All right, Anthony. Let's see. You have exciting news in terms of your personal life. You just found out you're going to be an uncle because your little sister found out she was pregnant with possible twins. They're not sure yet. They have to go back to the doctor, confirm, make sure it's twins. And how early should I wait to brainwash your possible niece or nephew into Panthers fandom? Those poor kids. You're going to ruin those kids already. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. That sounds like a lot of fun. Not the twins part, the uncle part. You know, you get the kids, you ruin the kids, you give the kids back to the parents. Have fun with them. So congratulations, right? Oh, Andrew, do I think Subban would be a good signing for the Panthers? No. To be honest with you, I don't feel our problem, the Panthers' problem, is personnel. I don't feel like the problem is personnel. We're going to have to make personnel changes because of the cap. But if we were not in cap hell, I would say bring back the same team, but with a new coach. I mean, because there's nobody out there. There's no one player that's going to take what we saw against Tampa and fix it. These are the guys. They've got to fix it on their own, my opinion. Yeah, PK, a couple of times I saw Subban this year, he looked pretty done. So let's see. Richie says we got no picks, money, or cap. Right? Exactly. But we got Los Olas Boulevard. Okay. All right. So real quick here, where's the cards? Where did I put them? Is this them? I got 3 cards I'm giving away. Right? This is Mackenzie Weegar. This is Alexander Barkov. And this is Roberto Luongo. So a couple of minutes, we'll give those 3 cards away. Let's see. Bring back Bugner. That's funny. Bring in Oleksiak to replace Weegar. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to bring him. But look, I know some of you didn't like the idea of just re-signing Sherratt as a replacement for Weegar. I mean, I don't know. He was in the top line last year, and the team went to the Cup Finals. He looked pretty decent to me. He does get beat. If guys get speed on him. I will admit that. So we'll have to see there. Let's see. Resign Yandel. Chris Mohammed, thanks for coming out, bud. Just outbid Tampa on anyone they're interested in. Seems like they always get productive players in the postseason. Or it's just their system, man. Look at what they did with bringing in Hagel and Paul. I mean, they had a great third line last year. They had to blow it up this year because of money. And they bring in Hagel and Paul at the deadline. And, I mean, that kid Hagel's good, and he's young. And you know they're going to sign him. And he's going to be a pain in our ass for a long time, man. Yeah, PK's done, guys. Yeah, you guys have no money or picks either, but you got Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky equalizes a lot of things. He equalizes a lot of things, right? Let's see. You'll give me Brian McCabe's signed card if I burn Weegar's card live. Maybe Jeremy says maybe just let Carlson and Limbo move up and sign another random 6D. Let's see. If we didn't do anything to replace Weegar, you got and we didn't sign Sherratt, so you'd have Ekblad, Forsling, Gudis, Montour, and then what? Start off the year with like Haig and Carlson, or Haig and Lindbaum as the bottom pair, and fix it at the deadline if we have to. It's not the worst idea in the world, and something like that might have to happen because we are in cap hell. You're going to have to see some questionable things like that, or you're going to see something like Achari being gone. And Denisenko in his place, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to have some cheap young talent. We can't continue the way we're doing it. All right, let's see. Give us Niederreiter, yeah. Stupid Seal says, hear you out. It's Pat Maroon. Last 3 years, St. Louis, Tampa. Who's won the last? I know. Pat freaking Maroon, man. I hate and love that guy at the same time. He's one of those guys where you want him on your team, and we don't have him. Alexiak is 6'7". Jeez. Trade Uyghur for Maroon. There's no way Tampa would want Uyghur. No way Tampa would want Uyghur. Yeah, I don't think he would fit with them. I take Maroon, right? I take Maroon on this team. He ain't going anywhere, that's for sure, though, right? And Uyghur is thin, right? Holy crap, Duke Tube. Thank you, sir. Let's go Bolts. Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Genuine appreciation, man. Yep. Look, I want the Lightning to win this round for 3 reasons. Number 1, Stu's rooting for the Rangers. Number 2, I've said so many Tampa supporters on this channel. And number 3, if you're going to get swept in the playoffs, you better get swept by the Cup champs. And actually, number 4, how many in a row can they win? If they win 3 in a row, maybe that'll get Tampa to shut up and sit down, right? Maybe if you guys win 3 in a row, will you give the Panthers a chance next year? Can we make that deal? How's that sound? Huh? Take the 3rd one and give us a chance. We can beat everybody else in the conference. Is that acceptable, guys? Hey, Twisted Wrister, Nick's in the house. Yeah, man. Thank you, Dupe. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys make sure if you want live in-game commentary, check out Twisted Wrister, man. He's good. He's really, really good. I'm jealous. I can't talk that coherently and fluently. I don't make that much sense. I'm the color guy. That's my job. I sit there and think of something smart ass to say, and then say it in the empty spaces. All right, let's see. You think? All right, let's see. Yeah, boat parades, Grime Diesel boat parades, right? Let's see. Vassy wants Uyghur on his team just to prove how much he carries them. Stupid says Tampa's winning 5 or 6 in a row. Come on, man. Throw us a bone. How about this? You guys win 3 in a row. Let us win 1, and then you can win 3 in a row again. Imagine that. I think you guys would be the first team ever to win 3 in a row twice. How about that? Just give us 1, man. Come on. You know how much the channel will grow? Twisted, how you doing, bud? Josh said, Twisted says, use the super chats to fly you out and you'll teach me how. I'm so bad with taking instructions, man. I'm so terrible with taking instructions. If I don't know how to do it, it's very difficult to teach me things. My brain doesn't work all that well. I don't know if I could fly you. I might be able to send you a bus ticket. I might be able to send you a Greyhound ticket. Oh, man. Let's see. Bud says, hear me out. Toronto's most likely losing Campbell and Bobrovsky. What if we traded Bobrovsky for Tavares? No, I don't. We don't need any more centers. We have no room for the centers we got. I mean, Tavares play wing, obviously. I don't know. I guess if you can't beat them, join them. It'd be interesting. Huh. All right. Yeah. Richie, I was thinking the same thing. We want to see Kucherov drunk again. That was hilarious. I'm already getting in shape for that one. All right, real quick here before I do the giveaway. Riley asked, who's my favorite NBA team? I don't really watch a lot of basketball. Now, when I grew up, the Heat didn't exist, so I watched the Lakers. I loved the Lakers with Magic Johnson and Showtime and all of that. And then obviously when the Heat came in, I've been to a few games. I've watched. I'm a bandwagoner, right? Except for this year, I didn't really even pay that much attention. I've been so laser focused on hockey. I hardly have time for football as it is with hockey going on. So, all right. Now I got these three cards here, okay? So I got a nice Roberto Luongo card. I got this clear Alexander Barkov card, and I've got the Mackenzie Weegar card. Now, here's how this is going to go. This is actually a flying fluffy video trivia question, but it's still not going to be. You guys somebody will eventually guess the right answer. So if only one person gets it, I'll give you all three cards. If three people guess the answer within a reasonable amount of time, I will give away one card to each person at my choice. My choice of who gets which card. So, and I always throw in extra stuff, so don't worry about that. All right, so here's the question. This was a few years ago. It wasn't this year, and it wasn't last year. I believe it was the year before. In one of the recaps, I screamed, "Get blank off my fucking hockey team." What player was it? This will be interesting. You see if anybody remembers who it was. And if you get the answer right, I'm going to give a minute to give other people. No. I'm down to Matthias on Richie. No, it's not Barkov, not Matheson. Not last year, not the year before, but the year before that. So about 3 years ago. Not Borgstrom, not Bob, not Weegar, not Hoffman, not Smith, not Dadenoff, not Weegar. I'm going to give you a hint. You guys want a hint? He's not on the team anymore. That's my hint. He's not on the team anymore. That should make it easier. Not Marchessault. Nope. No, close, Jeremy, but no. Not Smith. Nobody's getting it yet. Not Yandel. Am I going to have to drop another hint? You guys, I'll give you another hint. All right, you ready? Not Griffith. This should make it really, really easy. I was screaming, "Get him off my hockey team," because the stupid penalties. ZB, the question was a couple years ago, I said, "Get blank off my fucking hockey team" in a recap. And who was the player? Bertrano. There we go. Bud got it. Jeremy got it. Bud and Jeremy nailed it. There you go. And Tack got it the third time. All right. So you guys know the drill. All right. So Bud, Jeremy, Tack, message me, and I'll make each one of you will get one of these cards, and then I'll throw in something. I'll throw in an extra card or two. All right. So you guys know how flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com or Twitter or whatever it is. Just get a hold of me and we'll go from there. So who's that? Let's see. That was Bud. That was Jeremy. That was Tack. Riley, what the hell? I'll throw one. Riley, do the same thing. That was it. That's 4. I'll throw you a couple cards too. I got stacks over here, and it's not like the Panthers are playing. I predicted, I got so much stuff, thinking we were going to make a longer run. So I got stuff to give away. So no worries. Yeah, Riley, go ahead. Flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. You contact me, and let's see. Tax says, "Give yours to Bud or burn the Weegar card." Oh man. No, I'll give it to Bud. That's a battle. I thought about every once in a while cracking that joke with the burning stuff, but people get so much slack and flack for it. I figure I don't need to trigger anybody by burning any of my stuff. You know what I mean? You guys have been with me long enough to know controversy will find me easily, right? Hey, baby Stevie, baby. How you doing, bud? I gave out a Weegar card. It was the one I picked. But hey, look, Tax says I could give it to Bud or burn it. So Bud, do you want the Uyghur card, or can I send it to Steve? Because you're gonna get the Luongo or the Barkov card anyway, man. Steve, relax, bro. Relax. I got more stuff here, man. I know you're the only real Uyghur fan. See, Bud says send it to Steve. Send it to Steve. All right, so we'll send it to Steve, okay? Burn it, then send the ashes to Steve. No, actually, what I'm gonna do? Do you want me to sign your Uyghur card, bro? How about I'll sign it? Everyone else is delusional. You want me to sign it? You want me to try to fake sign Uyghur's signature for you? Oh man, I'll take care of you, Steve. You know that. Don't worry about that, man. All right, I got you. No, you want me to leave it unmolested? I'll put it in a soft sleeve. I'll put it in the top loader. All right. But since I'm sending you that, my signature will ruin it. Huh? I'll have Fluffy send it. Right? Let's see. Do I have any other Uyghur cards? Let me see. I gotta buy some new cards. Somebody actually came into the eBay store and bought the 3 game used cards and everything I had. Sam from Twitter came in and bought. So that was really nice. That's one of the other things that pisses me off about the Panthers losing is for about a week there, I was getting in $50 to $75 worth of merchandise on the eBay store. People were coming in and buying the Panthers stuff. As soon as they lost, it was like done, gone. So let's see. Riley, do I have a Marchessault card? I don't think I do. No. But I'm going to be loading up on stuff because next year, every stream I'm going to be giving something away. Right? Let's see. Steve says you saw a poll today that says 65% of fans think that Duclair had a better season than Uyghur. Huh. Well, I mean, you can't compare offensive and defensive people. To me, that you just can't compare that, right? Duclair did his job. What Duclair is on the ice to do, he did spectacularly well this season. Uyghur did both. He did some things really, really well, and then he did some things that not good at all. So I would say that it's just tough to compare offense and defensive players. If I would have saw that poll, I don't even know if I would have been able to vote because it's completely apples to oranges, man. Right? And Jeremy says Huberdeau was the MVP of the regular season. Lost you this season, right? Riley, yeah, just send me your address, flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. And you've been coming out. I'll get you some stuff. Don't worry about that, right? You get Duke as a fan favorite, but still, right? You see, Steve says he was. Hey, Steve, we got naked bots. Let me block them. Let me report that. All right. So I have yes, I know you found the report. Jeez. And they came in and did 2 more. The naked bots are here. Let me just remove them. Okay, good. You did that. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Uyghur was top 5, top 10, top 20 in all defensive statistics. The other wasn't top 20 in anything. Well, again, I mean, I'm not arguing for or against it. I don't think you can compare, right? It'd be like saying who had a better season, the quarterback or the defensive lineman. It's just 2 completely different jobs. I think Duclair had a good season, obviously. To be honest with you, Steve, brother, that sounds like a troll poll. Like, I don't know who did it, and I don't think they're a troll, but it sounds like a poll just looking to create some anxiety and drama because it's not comparable. That's my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about it, right? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Andrew says, for those who need to know, never click on those bots. Did you learn that the hard way, right? Doing a naked bots dope. It was David, the guy that does spaces, Panthers, David. I mean, he's a good guy. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just, it seems like, I don't know. I guess it's off season. You got to drum things up where it is. I don't think you can compare those two guys. That's all. Oh, your mom is here. Hey, Steve, that's good. That's good because your mom's here now. I had to drop the F-bomb twice, Steve, earlier because it was actually part of the question. It was part of the question. It was a flying fluffy trivia question. So I don't think you would have gotten it right anyway, man. So it's all right. Well, your mom isn't saying hi in the chat. Yeah, Uyghur lives rent-free in our head, right? Patrick, there's a good question. Who scores first for each team tonight? I'm going to go with Hedman. And who's going to score for the Rangers? Who's going to Panarin? Hedman and Panarin. Yeah. I like that. So, all right, let's see. Oh, boy, how many goals? Andrew wants to know how many goals we see total tonight. 5? I'm thinking 2-2 and we go to overtime. How about a long one? How about a long, late one? Right? Screw it. I had a nap today. How about 2-2 and the Rangers win it in double overtime? Right? Yeah. Who wins it? Fox. Fox wins it in double overtime. Now, this has been recorded. Everybody's my witness. Now, if that happens, I just want it out there that it's 7:54. This is before the game, right? All right, thanks, Riley. Hey, for you guys that win stuff, sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days to get to the emails and everything like that. I'm getting better with it. Let's see. Hey, Julian, thanks for coming out, bud. I appreciate that. Let's go Bolts. Is that your mom or is that your mom, Shelly? I want to make sure I can read it right. Shelly, I've never pronounced your last name, Steve. Let's see. Let's just call her Vass. You know what? It's close enough. We're just going to call you Vasilevsky. Is that okay? It's probably not. Vasello? Yeah, Vasello. All right. Well, hi, Mom. Sorry about the F-bombs. It was a quote. From the videos. So, yeah. Wow, so you were in before Steve was in. Wow, Steve. All right. Oh, Patrick, yeah, the Headman and the Breadman. Hey, Julian. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Stu and I haven't made the bet yet, though, so I'm gonna have to text him before the game starts. We haven't made the bet yet. We should have done that. Julian, man, I appreciate that, right? I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. Seriously, I love it, man. You guys make my night when you guys do that stuff. You know, really genuinely appreciate that. It's a shame too. Before I forget. I know I said Fluffy's birthday party video was going to be out today. Couldn't even hardly take the dog outside today. It was 94, and it was just roasting. So between that and Ellie not being able to get into the water, and then after tomorrow, we're going to have like 5 straight days of like 78 for the high. So like Monday, Tuesday next week, I'm going to do the whole thing because Matthias is here. So we'll go to the river, go to the beach. The boys will be outside. We'll do a birthday party video then. And get that out. He's 9 years old today. But it's dangerously hot out there for him. He can't be out in that heat like that. And since it's going to cool off and Ellie will be able to get back into the water, it'll be a belated birthday video. So, all right. Shelly, so Vasello. All right, no Vasilevsky. I figured that. I said it right. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, Riley. Thanks for coming out, bud. Yep, you got to go. Be safe. Go Bolts. Go Bolts. What are we at? 7:56. All right, I got a couple minutes. Oh, Julian, you couldn't donate last time and someone covered you. I appreciate it. Genuinely. I really do. And I know I say that a lot, but I just want everybody to know that I mean that. I mean that. I mean it. We'll just leave it at that. Really. All right, let's see. Let's see. Steve says we're working, protecting my freedom, my piece of Parmesan cheese. All right. I know you was working. I know, brother. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's good. Like you say to me. Oh, we got more naked scammers. Get back to work, Steve. Jeez. They haven't been here in a while, right? Good grief. Julian, you say you feel like it's going to be bittersweet and so many of the subscribers of Tampa. Yeah. But look, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And look, that's the other thing now for everybody who's left. I'm doing it. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly like the Panthers stuff, but I'm doing it from I want Tampa Bay to win POV, right? So that includes, you guys know I'm not easy on the players. So if somebody does something stupid on Tampa, I'm going to call it out. I'll call it out. I might compare them to Uyghur just to piss Steve off, but most likely I'm going to try it and see how it works. It's going to confuse people though. New people to the channel. Here's this guy in a Panthers uniform, Panthers jersey, the Panthers flag with Kermit the Frog and a Panthers hat, and I'm pro Tampa. It's going to confuse some people. I think it's hysterical, man. Chad, you learned the hard way not to click any of those. Let's see. Steve says you figured out how I can host Nick. Okay, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. I've been working on the merchandise store too. God, it's taken me a little bit longer than I would like because I had a Teespring store, but I'm not liking the new functionality, the new way that they do things. So I'm gonna switch. I forget the name of the place, but I'm gonna switch so I can have a lot more stuff. So it'll be coming out. And the reviews with Stu. What's today? Today's Wednesday. By the end of the weekend, the reviews with Stu will be a podcast. So that's coming. And then once the season is over, I'm going to have the Flying Fluffy podcast, which will include hockey, but it's going to be me having different guests on, and we're going to talk all sorts of things. No politics, nothing like that, but sports, fishing, life, things like that. It's going to be a little bit of a different thing. So that is coming out too. That'll be happening within a week or two after the season is over. So I can start it over the summer and then build it as we go. All right, we're almost done here. Chad, you were 18 and lonely. Let's see. Steve says they always click it. If I'm comparing them to Uyghur, they must have really made a good play, right? Ryan, thanks for coming out, bud. New to the channel this week. Love the content and authenticity. I can't believe I said that right. I can't believe I said that. I appreciate that, buddy. It's always, I love hearing new people coming to the channel and enjoying it. So thank you, sir. All right. Let's see. Jeremy says, I won't stop with Stu. No, I'm not going to stop that. Yeah, I should make an addendum. The podcast, nothing's changing on YouTube unless stuff gets added. So it'll be on YouTube just like it is right now. But in addition to that, they're going to be podcasts available wherever you get your podcasts. So, right. Okay, guys, real quick here. Steve says your daddy's a way better fisherman than me, Flying Fluffy. I'm going to have your dad on as a guest. We'll talk fishing because I'm pretty good. I grew up fishing piers down in South Florida. Okay. I can hit a paper cup from 50 yards away. You see what I'm saying? I'm deadly accurate with my casting. Just leave it at that. Last question here. Andrew says, do you think you'll sweep the Rangers if we win game one? If anybody sweeps this series, let's see. If anybody sweeps this series, I will. I was gonna say, nobody wants to see me naked, so threatening to do it naked is not a help. If somebody sweeps this series, I'll wash and wax my van and videotape it so that you guys can just laugh at me sweltering out there for hours and hours and hours. I'll even detail the inside of the van. There's the damn naked people again. Jeez, man. What I catch? Nothing. And don't start. Not with the fishing, Steve. Not with. I should have been a professional fisherman. Wait till you see the fishing videos, which are coming. I just got to rob a bank. So I didn't realize GoPros. I mean, I can get one. It's going to cost me $200 or $300. So I'm going to sell a kid or a kidney or something like that. We'll get it together. All right, guys. Yeah, wash and wax my van. I don't know. I'm looking for an excuse to wash and wax the van. You know, I don't know. I'll be the only hockey YouTuber on YouTube with a video of me washing and waxing my van. It's original. You could give me that. It's original, right? All right, guys, it's 8:03. Jeez, we got to go. All right, guys, I really appreciate all the support, super chats, all the new subscribers, everybody who's new. Thank you. I'll be back with the recap after the game. I will tell Fluffy you said happy birthday. Absolutely. I definitely will. Be back with the recap after the game. Stu and I'll be back in the morning. Let's go Lightning. I can't believe I said it. Let's go Lightning.